Welcome back to Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat. This is Jason. Ooh, that sounded good.
This is Alex.
This is Dennis.
Splendid idea, sir.
I'm Katie Jones.
Yes.
I don't have beer. I have liquors.
Yes. Make sure you talk to the microphone. All right, so it's Katie's first podcast. So we're happy to have her here. She does a lot of stuff for us.
A lot.
So she's never been on a podcast before, so we're really gonna drive her crazy. Because we kind of tend to, if everyone listens to this podcast knows by now that it's not a podcast, it's a party cast. Oh. So we're here. It is.
Cheers to that.
It is Team Fat Kid Monday. Today we are making sausage, right?
We're making sausage.
We're making all the sausages. So we decided that, Dooley came up with this great idea. So let me explain to you. This is why I didn't talk to you before the podcast, because tell you what we're actually doing.
He really likes surprises.
Yes, he does.
So Dooley came up with this idea. He's like, let's make sausage again. And I was like, all right. So, because I was like, we haven't done anything crazy in a while. And he was like, let's make sausage. And he's like, let's make breakfast sausage. And then we'll put like eggs and stuff in it. And I was like, that sounds like a scramble. And he was like, no, but we put it inside a sausage casing. Like the eggs, the potatoes, the bacon, the sausage, peppers, onions, like all that inside the sausage casing. I was like, that's a great idea. So then the way our minds work is like, what if we shove spaghetti and meatballs inside of a sausage casing with the pasta, with the sauce already? So Melissa, the producer, we refer to her as the producer. She went and made her fantastic bolognese sauce. So we'll mix that in. We made a meatball mixture, and then we're going to cook spaghetti off, so the whole noodles, and then so your sausage will have the entire meal inside a casing.
I've never seen that done before.
I don't think anyone's ever done this before. And so then we, going further, because that's what we do, is we've decided that now we want to put a taco inside of a sausage casing. Now, that doesn't sound weird until we're like, yeah, but we're going to put the masa, the cheese, like the beans, like the entire thing inside a sausage casing.
Well, how big is the sausage casing?
Oh, they're about, you can't see it. It's about size like $50, like in width, and like we have 12 feet of casing, so
so plenty of room.
yeah, we can make this happen. All right, so real fast, you know how we play the game. I'll start with Dennis. Dennis, how was your week?
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good week and everything. Last week was my birthday, and kind of got a little drunk pretty much all week long. It was an interesting night, though, on, I believe it was Thursday night on Halloween. Yeah, it was an interesting time going down to the beach.
Were you at the oceanfront?
I was at the oceanfront, and oh my God.
I don't go there, dude.
Yeah, I don't want to go there anymore after going down there on Thursday night. But no, it was funny because, like, if you lived in the Hampton Roads area, you know pretty much every Halloween is going to be freezing cold. This year, it was 78 degrees on Halloween night. And, of course, I decided I was going to be the dude from The Big Lebowski.
So the dude.
So did you have the robe and everything?
I had the robe, everything, and it was priceless because you can't go to.
You don't have any pictures of this shit?
Oh, I got pictures. Trust me.
All right, man. Well, we got to see the pictures.
You got to see the pictures. Yeah.
If there's no pictures, it didn't happen.
That is true. I'm afraid to share the pictures with y'all. I know what you'll do to it. They're staying on my phone. You're not going to make a meme out of this.
Yeah, you think that.
But, no, because, like, and what made me mad, though, is because, like, you know, you're not allowed to bring alcohol into a bar. Well, part of the costume is a White Russian. So I'm like, all right, when I get to the bar, I'll get a White Russian and everything, so I can walk around.
Did you drink White Russians all night?
I couldn't. The bar didn't have any Baileys or half and half. I'm like, you don't have, wait, what?
So what did you walk around with? Like
PBR.
In a true dentist fashion.
Hey,
I
was the dude. I didn't care.
I was going to say, that does kind of fit the dude.
Yeah. It does, He's like, hey, I don't care. I drink what I like. Sarsaparillas. But now, no, it was pretty good. It was a good week and everything. And then Saturday was pretty busy over at the farmer's market. We had a good time. And I found out, because everybody's complaining about how, they automatically switched over to Christmas music on November 1st.
Yep.
If you go on to any streaming...
Too early, man.
It is too early, but that's why I was saying we wanted to see what would happen if you went on any of the streaming services and everything and typed in Thanksgiving Day playlist. And you know what? I was actually kind of surprised that it played nothing but Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, some Nat King Cole. And I'm like, okay,
I could live with that.
Yeah, it actually kind of made me think of Thanksgiving because of, like, when you're at, family's house and everything, you hear nothing but pretty much older music and everything. everybody's chilled. They're not, either watching football or Macy's Thanksgiving Day
Shitter's
parade.
full. That's
Shitter's
all
full.
that's all I ever think about is like National Lampoon's. Like, shitter's full. Like, he's
But that's
dumping it down
Christmas.
the drain.
That's Christmas, man.
I know, but that's what I think about when you talk about like family dinners
Yeah.
and stuff, and like how it's like got that chill music in the background, like Dean Martin, and like the shitter's full. Like,
It's a great movie scene.
It's
a great
just
scene.
sitting there in a little bad.
so anything else?
No, it was actually it was an interesting, no crazy people at the butcher shop for once.
No,
It's kind of a nice week.
So Dennis is a butcher, and he's the one of us that deals in retail. Like, so fuck that.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of retail where you'll lose your soul in 20 seconds.
All right, Alex.
I believe it.
Anything interesting happened to you this week?
I can drink.
Yay! So Alex can partake now.
Yes, Alex can partake. I no longer just have to be the host of this little game.
Hops Roulette's going to get interesting now.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Wait till I try and read the cans. Other than that, it hasn't really been an eventful week.
We did inventory.
Yeah, I did inventory that, got there at 7 a.m. Air shouldn't exist that early.
You said
I mean,
air
that's-
shouldn't exist.
No, my dad used to say that all the time. He'd get up at like 4:30 in the morning. He's like, "There's no air that early in the morning." Like, I agree with him. Just, the hours of like 4 to 8 could just like
Disappear.
not exist and it'd be okay.
There's a blackout
All
zone.
right,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
Miss Jones. Anything interesting happen to you this week?
Oh goodness. Well, you always see the bathroom overflowing. The bathtub's overflowing, and you look at them and you say, "What idiot will ever overflow a bathtub?" Well, this idiot, and it went all over my bathroom, down to my kitchen. It was a literal waterfall
From the second floor.
from the second floor onto the first floor. And
How long was it running?
Okay, so too long.
Let's get into this.
Right,
She
you know.
started it and it went outside and just got lost in conversation. About 3 hours later, also, wait, why is there water coming out of my wall?
Oh, look at it! It's one of the inside waterfall. But no, I have two small girls, 4 and 2, and so they, I was like, oh, I'm going to give them a bath at 6 o'clock because I'm going to be on it. We're going to stick to this make believe structured schedule that never happens. I was really excited, and I have one of those shower heads that you push the button and it goes and whatever. So.
Like you push it, it shoots, and then you let go,
Yeah,
it cuts off. Okay.
yeah. So anyway, they're in the bathtub. They get done. I forget to turn off the faucet. I tell my 4-year-old, "Hey, unplug the bathtub," because I want to, teach her independence and do things. And so I
Like when you say unplug the bathtub.
Like the stopper.
the
in the
stopper. Okay, there's just water in there. Water and soap.
It's an electric one.
I wish that they make those because then
We might be onto something.
Yeah, there you go. Please help the public. So, but anyway, it ran from 7 o'clock to probably 7 o'clock the next.
Whoa!
But it was a slow leak, So the water, the bathtub was already full, and then
It was
the
a slow leak.
slow leak from the faucet, and then ta-da!
12 hours.
Yeah.
I'm going to hate to see your water bill.
That and also the fact that the deductible $6,500. I was like, oh my god, I'm pretty much non-insured, self-insured over here.
I can attest to this because I saw the aftermath.
Oh yeah, yes.
Like the entire ceiling of the kitchen is gone. Like,
We're going modern.
Gonna do the open rafter, yeah.
Paint them white.
Let's get some drop lights.
it's very, very, very like country. Is that like
Rustic.
shui.
rustic? That's the
Feng
word.
shui.
Feng shui.
I don't know if that would. I'd have to look into that
in
one.
the indoor waterfall is like around $6,500.
It only works for about 12 hours.
But you feel so relaxed hearing that water.
Oh yes.
I bet you slept great that night. The soothing sounds of waterfall.
So the moral of the story is don't
let
overflow
your-
your bathtub.
Don't let your 4-year-old be
Oh
in
yeah.
control
Oh, that
of,
one too.
yeah.
I know. I felt bad because I was like, I'm going to blame my 4-year-old, and like, mom does that. So, but anyway.
All of
So,
them. Yeah.
so the good news is that I tell my husband, I was like, well, we always wanted to update our aesthetics in our kitchen, and
No time like the present.
Yeah, you might as well. When you got to do it, you might as well be forced to do it than to actually want to, because then you'll never get it done.
That's right. It's gonna take 3 years. Oh
Yeah.
shit. Well, now we have 6 weeks.
Well, it's probably going to take 3 years to fix the problem, but anyway. So.
I do like the open ceiling, though. That's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Yeah, let's go for it.
We could probably use one.
Yeah.
We'll put spotlights everywhere. A couple of cameras.
Yeah,
in
we
the
can
ceiling.
mount the cameras to the beams. Like, it would be cool. It would be cool.
It would be.
Anything else happened to you this week? That was pretty big.
Anything else? What do you want? Good news or more bad news? Let's see.
What do you got?
Yeah, we'll take it.
If you can top the waterfall bathtub, I want to hear it.
Well, some kid bit my 2-year-old.
Kids can be so cruel.
Was it on Halloween? Like, was the kid a zombie or something? It's
I was
just-
like,
Oh, that is not freedom.
Yep. That's personal.
That's private freedom. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I guess that is freedom.
That is freedom.
yeah.
That's a lot of freedom. He's got a lot of time and money.
How much is your gas bill? Huh? About $300 a day.
Like, so, kid bitch. A kid bit your kid.
Yeah.
Like at school?
At school.
Okay.
At school. Yeah, it's not just some random kid just running around.
Biting people. We got a PSA.
Public service announcement. Watch out for the feral 6-year-old running around downtown Virginia Beach.
Hey, they do bite. So.
Be careful, they bite.
They bite.
Okay, so we'll come back to how my week was, because now that we're on, like, Katie going, like, we should, like, what is it, like, because I want to talk about Jones and Collins, because you guys do a lot of stuff for us. So let's talk about Jones and Collins. What made you start Jones and Collins? And let's talk about what Jones and Collins is and all those good things.
Well,
And we're going to make fun of you.
Yeah, well, that's fine. We're in a safe and loving environment. There's alcohol involved,
Safe
so there's.
space.
We have some
Yeah.
fun snack for you to eat in a little bit.
Oh, wonderful! This is
We
even
don't
better.
know what it is.
Okay.
We've all had it.
And,
We've had it,
and it
yeah.
seems like it's from a foreign.
It's definitely from Japan.
Japan.
Okay, so
Okay.
But yeah, we had it last week, but we saved some for you.
Oh, I much appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. So Jones and Collins. Let's do it.
So Jones and Collins, Katie Jones, myself, and my sister Kelly Collins.
They're
We're twins, so we do have a really good relationship. We've been in the legal field for quite some time. I've been, a brief writer or law clerk, doing appellant work for a law office for 17 years. I have a master's in professional writing, and during my course of this 17 years of finding out that there's a gap in, I guess
The world
the
society.
world society that people need writing. A lot of people think that they can write, but whether or not they write well enough is to be determined.
I write real good.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
In your legalese.
Yeah, but so we've come up with an idea of consulting and professional writing where we provide, nonprofits, business owners, individuals, college students, to help prepare them for the next step of what they wanted to achieve. So our whole entire philosophy is based upon, individualize what you need, pour your, just what you individually need. And it's a collaborative effort of, developing written material, whether it's a resume, whether it's a business plan, website contact, whatever. It's pretty much basically give me a call, tell me what you need, and we'll be able to deliver. If not, then, we will definitely try to help. Our goal is to get you successal so you can continue to come back to us as an ongoing client.
That's
Yeah.
yes. Regulars pay the bills.
Yes, that's true. And so, it's a very early concept that we're doing. We're both very passionate about helping people, especially nonprofits, and startups and things like that. I take a very keen interest in vocational services where, helping people find the job that they want, do the resume, make them out to be, very employable so they can get the job that they want and deserve, too.
And you have a website.
I do. It's under construction, so you can't judge me on it.
We're gonna judge.
Okay. The problem is that I got a full-time job.
Oh, we know that life.
Yeah.
We know that life.
You gotta, and kind of, but so it is jonesandcollinsconsulting.com.
And they can reach you there.
Yes, I might have to put my cell phone number on there because
You don't have that business line yet?
maybe I shouldn't be talking about it.
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready for it, but we are very excited. Our official launch date is January, so hopefully by then, we'll
We're
be
like
up and running.
the first customers.
You're the second.
Oh, we're number 2.
Yeah, well,
Which brings me to the brand note. All right, so where do you? What's the proper question? Where do you see it going? Like, what?
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
No, like,
on top of the world. No.
so like with the nonprofits, because we also support nonprofits and charity work. We do a lot of cooking for golf tournaments and things, and we really like it was Will came on, Pastor Will now.
Pastor,
He
yeah.
wasn't a pastor at the time; he was working on it, but. With like growing seeds, and we talked about that. And like, are there any nonprofits that you work with, like a lot? You know what I mean? Like you regularly help.
So we Aid Another is a nonprofit that Kelly and I are very much involved in. This nonprofit specializes in focusing on special needs families, and it's just not. It's more about the social aspect of having families come and be part of society without judgment or without worry about their special needs child. So we love to develop environments to where they feel welcomed and that they're able to come and enjoy, being taking advantage of, going out to eat or, taking holiday pictures, things of that nature, so they can enjoy everything that, typical families tend to take for granted, and it's a wonderful nonprofit. They have, they do dance class, art class, they're just setting up a cheer class. They have a champions softball, t-ball, at Great Neck Baseball League. We also are developing a resource development center where they can. What's that? No.
Oh,
Well, you'll find out. Trust me.
dun, dun, dun.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So it's a wonderful nonprofit. See, what I would like. So Jones and Collins, part of the foundation that we're trying to have is literacy, to where we, our passion lies in education, and especially early on education of from 0 to 3 years old to 4 years old, and really getting people on board to focus on that age group of learning to read. We want to capture kids before they're in their third grade, because then, statistically speaking, they have you can tell whether or not they're going to be successful in high school or, in grade school. So, I would love to team up with Team Fat Kid and Jones and Collins of the foundation to go out into the communities that need it the most and have, literacy, where we have like a bookmobile type of thing where you have tutoring and, collection of books to hand out. And then, of course, with Team Fat Kid, the food truck, we can have a book party.
Now, that's a segue right if I ever heard one.
She's good. She's good.
She is good.
So, we developed Team Fat Kid as a nonprofit and to team up with.
Because,
the
we
literacy
do,
program.
like with Team Fat Kid, like we spoke, I think, about it like a few podcasts back, well, probably a long time ago. Like, I'm an advocate for anti-bullying because, like, as a child, I was bullied. I'm fucking short, dude. And my mom used to pick me out of dumpsters. Like,
I
for
was
real.
like 70 pounds with long hair in high school, bro. I know the feeling.
You're welcome. I shaved that shit off for you.
I don't remember thanking you. Shots
So-
fucking fired. Oh, and look, I actually got it on time.
Yay! I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
There it goes. All right, so in the tradition, we have some questions for you,
Okay.
and we'll get you we're gonna play a game. So this game is called Hops Roulette. So basically, we have no idea what's in the cup. So yes, there's a proper way to greet your beer, and we like to treat people how you greet a beer of these statures. because
I passed down a line.
yeah. Oh, I got I got two.
And we get double
He's
fist
about to be
over
double
there.
fisting over here. Yeah.
I like how Dennis is like off to the side, like he couldn't say, "Hey, Jason, pass me that beer." Anyway,
You were talking.
He was trying to be polite.
So when you greet your beer, you put your face in there, and then you say, "Hello, how are you?" And
Hello,
then
how are you?
Because the H's get clear your palate out, and so
So you put your face.
it's like, "Hello, how are you?" and then
Hello,
inhale.
how are you?
That doesn't really smell like much. All right. So
No, but it's got a pretty good flavor.
nice. So, cheers.
So what do we do? We just
Yeah. Now you
drink
just
it.
drink it.
Drink it up?
Don't. I would take a sip first
Oh, okay.
because you never know what. the hell
Dooley
is-
loves to throw it back.
Yeah, usually this takes me like 2-3 sips.
Yeah, and the reason Jason says that is because he found out the hard way. On a certain one we did.
What was it?
He's
The
like,
19%er, 18%er?
the Jaeger and Arrogant Bastard mix.
Oh, yeah.
So Arrogant Bastard, Stone makes a beer called Arrogant Bastard, and they made one like a limited release that had Jaeger in it.
Or they made it
Horrible.
with Jaeger. I'm not sure which. Yeah.
Like it was bad.
I just got flashbacks.
He's like, I didn't even
High
I didn't even
school
greet
Jaeger.
my beer right.
I like how you said high school.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do
Flashbacks
not-
from Jaeger in high school.
I do not advocate underage drinking. I'm my
Packet
bad.
does not support underage drinking.
PSA.
PSA.
Do not try this at home.
All right, so Dennis, why don't you go
doesn't-
first?
So what do we do? We have to decide what
We're-
it is.
What do you
Dennis,
think? What-
Dennis will do the first
yeah.
round. We're gonna go with style,
Style. I'd say IPA.
IPA, ABV.
ABV about 6.
Oh my bad. I wasn't. I was honestly. I was watching Katie's face because she's so confused right now.
Well, I'm not a beer drinker. Like
I know,
That. That's
I
why
know.
I'm like, uh-oh.
All right,
Yeah.
now
It's good.
IBU.
It's good. It's good.
It's like,
very light and
45.
45. All right.
So IBU is the International Bitterness Unit of beer. So I don't know if it's just beer. Is it just the International Bitterness Unit?
I'm assuming it's just the International Bitterness Unit. I don't know.
so-
so bitter.
So the higher the number, the more bitter. So like
It goes from
Like,
really
we're
we
assuming-
go 1 to 100. It goes above 100, but anything over like 100 you can't.
you can't taste the
Taste
difference because
anyway.
it's at 100. Like your body doesn't know the difference. So,
Okay.
but they
All
make
right.
them like 120 when it's,
And more.
yeah.
So that must be really bitter.
Oh yeah, and usually they smell like cat piss.
Okay. Well,
So
then
when
people
we
drink
get there,
this?
if we have one, you'll know immediately.
Okay. Well, I hope that's not on your agenda.
Because when you do the hello, how are you? You're like, oh, God. What about this? I think they're playing a joke on me. Why does mine smell like cat pee?
You bastard.
Just drink it, and everyone's like just watching you.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, okay.
is she gonna do it? Like, no. It's like-
I'm on to you guys. I'm on
okay,
to you.
so I believe, sir, this is an ale, and I'm gonna say it's probably like what 5.5. So
Okay, 5.5.
because like when you talk about ABV, what's Miller Lite like?
4, 6, 4.
Four,
Something like that, yeah.
So
you're talking about your water.
oh, where's the button now?
Shots fired on that one.
My bad. You're right. I feel like Dooley right now.
All right, and then I think the IBUs are low. I'm gonna put it at like a 30.
A 30?
Yeah,
Okay.
30.
By the way, Miller's 4.2.
4.2 on a Miller.
All right,
My-
Katie, you're
my
on the
Teddy.
spot.
So I'm
Also
not
not a sponsor, but we're open to it.
okay. It's a good plug. Good plug. It's very light, so I don't know.
If
It's
you don't
not
want
hoppy.
to, I was gonna say if you don't want to guess the style, you don't have to.
So I mean, I guess I would go with an ale type of thing, but I don't really know
Or
the
a lager or
percentage.
something like
No,
that.
I don't think a lager.
Okay. Ale?
Because my comparison points are like oh gosh, like Blue Moon
Okay.
would be what's really hoppy. See,
Blue Moon is
It's
not
not
hoppy.
hoppy at all. That's a
saying,
Hefeweizen.
I'm
That's
thinking-
I'm sure there's one in here that's gonna
I'm
blow your
thinking
face
that-
off.
I mean, I drink Corona. Like,
I'll
It's
have
good.
I'll have
So
another
whatever
sample,
it
sir.
is.
Keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it. Yeah.
Dilly
Not
tries
trying
that. Dilly tries that all the time.
it's in a yellow can. So no.
All right.
Are you done with
how-
that
Yeah,
one? Would you
I'm
like a
not-
little more? Are you okay?
You wanna
We
guess
got-
at
we got a
ABV
couple
or
more to
anything?
come, though.
No, we'll go with 25. No, is that an option?
It's an option. I'll tell you what. I'll put 25 down for IBUs. But
ABV,
ABVs.
alcohol percentage.
So like
Oh,
a normal,
that
a normal,
wonderful. That would have been a great.
a normal beer usually runs about a
But-
5%.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll just do it 5%.
All right. I'm gonna go gold nail.
It's hard, right? It's not as easy as this game is not as easy as it sounds when we play. Speaking of which, I want to real fast before we move on. Remember to like and subscribe to the podcast. I never remember to do that in the beginning. Thank you for listening, and please like and subscribe. Leave us comments.
We love the comments.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
so
Ready?
I'm gonna go gold nail 6.3% at 33 IBUs.
So you didn't look at it either.
No, all I know is the name right now, and I'm actually trying.
Oh shit!
I'm trying to look up. The
I love
IBUs.
If
this.
it's the Holy Grail, and you say no shit for it.
Okay.
No, I said holy shit because I saw it said the Holy Grail. I just
Oh.
bought this one. I didn't look at it. I love the name.
By the way, this
Yeah.
is beautiful. I want to start with the IBUs because Katie, even on your fuck up of 25, it's 28 IBUs. So you
Nice.
Oh, yay.
you are the closest without going over. Jason, you came in second. You went over at 30. The ABV on this, which is by the way a amber gold ale. So
I think
3
Alex,
ales.
I think
I said
Alex
golden,
cheated.
but-
Alex cheated.
well, I'm sure. I just
Let's go with that.
really like
We'll
beer.
go with that.
And
gold
then
nail.
the ABV on this is surprisingly low. Katie again coming in with this one. It's
wow.
4.7. She came in at 5.
Ooh. Get the
So-
round
So
of
yeah,
applause
like
button.
let's get some round of applause going on. Like Katie
Hey,
on the first time.
Beginner's
Yeah.
luck. It's beginner's luck.
She got all 3. She got ale, she got ABV, and IBU. Like that's.
I don't drink beer. I just know everything about this particular one that I did not see. What's the
I've
name
never
of it?
had.
This is the Holy Grail,
Who makes
and
it?
it is by
Is it the Monty Python solution?
Yes.
yeah, Monty Python's Holy Grail,
That's all they can, dude. You'll never believe this. Hold on. When
Black Sheep Brewery.
Ooh, I've never heard of it. Well, so no shit. I'm gonna segue a little and then come back to it. I was at the Casual Pint.
Yeah.
And they have a $1.50 shelf.
What?
I've never seen it before. Melissa
Apparently knows
found
all
it. She was like, "Holy shit, this shelf over here is $1.50." So I go over there. So I'm like, that was $1.50.
I would definitely.
I will
Pay
definitely
$1.50 for that.
Yeah.
That's a good beer. So yeah, that was $1.50. And reason I'm bringing up the Casual Pint because we'll be doing a podcast live from the Casual Pint next Monday on Veterans Day at 2:00 live broadcast.
Eastern time
Yeah, Eastern time.
for
Right.
all of you West Coasters.
Sorry,
So
Steel.
yeah, we'll be doing a live broadcast. So what time is that? What time is that in Steel World?
11.
11 a.m.
11, yeah.
He'll be
I was
awake.
about to say 5. It's the other way around. Yeah.
He'll be driving. Yeah, so he can listen to it live. Steel is a really good friend of mine. He's been on the podcast. We hung out with him when we were in California, and like I served in the army with him forever, and like we were inseparable. Like he's my best friend. But,
I'm loving this whole
So-
ominous cooler slam.
Yes.
This is
yeah, the ominous cooler slam is fun. So okay, well here, let me pass him back around.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
finish.
you gotta finish that thing.
Okay, so while we have you here, we like to. You have to get rid of one.
Get rid of one.
I'm
food.
about to-
Wait,
yeah,
we're going to give you some foods. You have to decide which one you could never have again.
Okay.
So like I'm gonna give you like 3 or 4, and then you say like I would get rid of this one.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do the one that we did for Will. We did pizza, ribs, wings, and
Burgers.
burgers.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, so you can never have one of those again. And Will, so I'll tell you what Will said because he surprised the hell out of us. But
He's okay. Oh gosh.
yeah, ribs, wings, pizza, or burgers.
See, I love wings and burgers, so
I
then you
know.
got to keep those. Gosh, those ribs when they fall off. I mean,
And
I'm
I know
not much of a rib eater, but
you
know.
worked in a rib place, didn't you, for
Yeah,
a while?
Frankie's. Yeah, that's how I met your wife.
Yes, I
Yeah.
know. That's how I met your mother. No. Nick met my mother at the wedding.
Yes, that is true.
That's a fun story. We'll come back to it.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
Yes, difficulties.
It is. Because I want to say pizza, but then it's like, well, if I never have pizza ever again, would I really want to pick that out? So I guess I would pick ribs, even though I really don't want to.
So ribs.
Yeah.
You didn't. Will said that he would get rid of everything but pizza.
I'm not that dedicated to pizza.
Like he was like, man, he like evidently Will like pizza is life.
Okay.
Like he's
Give
like,
me pizza and an air fryer.
yeah,
For the
because
rest of
like
my life.
that's what we started talking about. Like, cause the best way to heat up a pizza that I have found is in an air fryer.
Is it?
Yeah, if you put it comes
on
out
French
perfect.
fry mode.
Yes, actually shrimp. I think it's shrimp button.
Oh,
It's shrimp button now.
changed it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Shrimp
doesn't-
bun?
it doesn't
I'm
melt.
gonna try that tonight.
Huh?
The cheese doesn't melt all over the place?
No, it comes out awesome. It's like it's only in there for a couple minutes, like 2 minutes. Like you would do it like in a microwave.
Okay.
But it's crispy. Everything. It's like it just came out the box. Like it's
I'm trying that tonight.
Why aren't we having that here?
Well, that's Dennis's thing. Like he was supposed to order pizza.
Yeah. And then we started.
Then we started making sausage.
I will get on that right now.
So I have to come back at 6 o'clock. For the sausage.
7 for the sausage because we got to
7.
wait for Dooley doesn't get off till 6. So we're not.
Oh.
We're gonna make the sausage and we're not gonna prepare it until later on tonight when he gets here because it was kind of his idea. We just kind of ran with it and we took it to a whole new place.
So
I'm sure you'd be appreciative.
I'm looking at this next beer, and I am going to release the name just because if you look in it, it's like there's little chunks in it. The name of the beer is Smoothie Dreams.
What?
So that's all I'm going to say because that's all I know.
Hello, how are you?
I have not looked at anything. All I know is it's called Smoothie Dreams.
Oh, that one's different.
It smells good.
You being a chick, you might enjoy this.
Is that sexist?
No, not at all.
Maybe.
Pool is a man's game, so you being a woman, you're at a disadvantage.
Shots fired.
No, so what do you think about that one?
I like the other one better.
Okay.
But I mean, it tastes like a lot of lemon.
This would be
Tastes like-
this would be a producer beer.
Yeah, this is
This
definitely...
is a producer beer, which is
Oh,
probably
yeah.
why he made that sexist comment.
Well, no, it's good. It's good. I tell you what, though, just
It's got a sour to it.
Yeah. That's
I,
why I think producer would go for it big time.
I don't know. No.
So you like the Holy Grail better?
No. I was just in there. I had a.
She's like, I changed my mind. It's pizza. I'm getting rid of pizza.
It's gonna give me nightmares. It's like I'm never gonna eat pizza. No, but it's really funny is that I randomly picked up like a 6-pack from Lidl, and it was a wheat beer. It was really good, and this reminds me a little bit of it. That's why I'm bringing it up. But I drank 4 of them and got completely wasted. I was like,
Heard
why is
Lidl
that?
wheat beer. Write
Yeah.
that down.
Yeah. It's like called Bandit.
Apparently, everything
Bandit.
from Lidl is stronger. That's
Yeah, and I was like, what is going on?
German, right?
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. We're taking sponsors.
Yes. By the way, Lidl, not a
Lidl.
sponsor.
We do love your freaking jalapenos.
Oh, dude, have you
And
had?
they come in the bag for
Have
$1.
you? Those are the hottest jalapenos I've ever come across.
Oh, yeah?
Like they have some kick.
I'm pretty sure here when we smoked them, we stuffed the jalapenos with the cheese and bacon. And then we smoked them on a rack, and then we brought them back inside. And like the first thing you do, because you smoke them, they're standing up, and then the first thing you do is like bite the bottom off.
That's where all of the
And all the
capsaicin juice
capsaicin has been
Oh,
dripping
no.
down to the
No.
bottom. It like, oh my god! Like everybody's like, why is this? It's just a jalapeno popper. Why is it so hot? Like Melissa was cutting them up one day, and like she called me like almost in tears. She's like, my fingers are burning. They won't stop
yeah.
burning. Like
I've been there.
she's like, I've done everything. I poured milk on them. Like,
That doesn't work. I would say it's too late.
yeah, like you should. We have gloves. Like,
Oh, yeah.
we have like gloves, like kitchen gloves, like for this. All right, so what's your thought on the beer? I think it's a sour. It's probably going to be around 5.2, and we're going. I think these are really light beers, and I don't know. I always get confused with the sours and like the bitterness. 42. Did you get all that?
Not the ABV.
I said 5.2.
All right, 5.2, 42, sour. Got it.
Oh, come on. There, Chase is here.
No wonder I didn't hear him pull up.
No, he's just swinging by to borrow a tool.
All right,
a tool.
Dennis.
I was just going to say that would have been a good one. That's good.
Too easy.
Tool is here to get the tool.
So you said this would be a producer's. So,
I feel like this is a good producer beer.
So then, for style, goes.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. IBUs, I'd say about 40, 45. And ABV, say 5.1.
Yep.
Okay, so
Pressure's on.
I'm going 30%.
30%.
I'm going 6%.
Okay.
And I don't know the other options. The other questions.
Style.
Style. Oh, gosh.
It is.
So,
I'll give you some examples.
Okay.
It is a fairly sour beer, so sour is an option. There's also Berliner Weiss, which is kind of a semi-sour. There's Goes, which is a salted sour, and then there's like a tart ale, which is again kind of a semi-sour.
no, that's not that. I will go sour.
Sour?
Yeah. But citrusy.
Okay, so I got sour, 6%, 30 IBUs. I'm going tart ale. I'm going to go a little high. I'm going to go with 6.5. And I always find that, like, the sour IBUs throw us off. I always feel like we go high and they end up low, so I'm going to go with, like, 28.
Ooh, 28.
I'm going to go with 28. So I got tart ale, 6.5, 28. Oh, yes, I'm 21. Show me the info. All right, so this is called Smoothie Dreams by the Captain Lawrence Brewing Company.
What is that?
Okay, so this is ironic. It's actually an ale brewed with milk sugar, black raspberry, pomegranate, and vanilla.
It's an IPA.
Milk?
That's interesting.
Not an IPA.
Turn.
Indian Pale Ale. Okay. Well, why doesn't it say that on the front? All right, so they on their website, they consider it a smoothie ale.
Get back a little later.
All right, bro.
Coming in at 7.2%. Not quite what I expected.
No,
out
I
of
expected
one.
that to be lower. It doesn't come across that strong.
I mean, I came in a little high at 6.5, which I'm the highest on the list, but still, I don't see IBUs, which we might just skate by on. But
I have a question for you.
Okay. I have answers.
Keep going.
no, that's all I got. Because again, the IBUs aren't on their website or on the can. So I am surprised that it's an IPA, though.
Oh shit! Dennis ordered a pizza while on the podcast. That's a first. That's a first.
Hey,
We've never ordered.
Try.
I can multitask.
Hey, damn right.
Okay, so since we got pizza on the way, here's another one. I'm gonna give you 3.
Okay.
Okay, this is a fuck, marry, kill.
This does not sound good.
Yes.
Have you never played the game?
No, this is always a first.
Okay,
well,
Many firsts today. So I'm
generally in the game Fuck, Marry, Kill, we would give you 3 names of guys, and you'd be like, I want to fuck that one, marry that one, and kill that one.
Okay.
But this is the food version. A little more PC. Me too, sir. While you're doing it, Italian food, Chinese food, and Mexican food.
Oh gosh. So I love me some Mexican.
Yeah.
Gosh,
So she's marrying Mexican.
I am
Marry Mexican.
forever.
Pedro's got a green card.
It's a sledgehammer.
Deplane, boss, deplane.
So what was it? Oh, well,
Italian
oh.
and
So what are the what is it? Marry, fuck, or
Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Yeah.
So when you're fucking, that means you just don't want to get rid of it, but you just don't want to
Right.
invest in it.
Like,
Yeah.
you want to have it, but
you want to have it as a
You're number 1, you're number 2, and like one you can never have again.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah, we love these games.
Well, I will do. I guess Mexican, Italian, and Chinese.
So you're getting rid of Chinese forever.
I am. Yeah. The only thing I really like for Chinese is the egg rolls, and I can do without.
shots fired.
Really?
Yeah.
That's all you like from Chinese food? No sweet and sour chicken?
No sweet and sour chicken.
No Mongolian? Well, I guess that would be Mongolian.
Yeah, see, I mean, you're really just giving up,
Egg rolls? I don't even know if
Some
those are. I
dragon
don't even know if those are. I think those are American. I don't even think that you want to do a quick throw Google on that one. I think egg rolls were invented in America, so you're still good.
Okay, so yeah.
You can still get your egg roll on. I mean, there's always lumpia, and that's Filipino, and that's better than egg roll anyway.
There you go. See, so I'm very confident in my choices.
I like your choices. I like how
how I figured that out.
yeah, she can just skate around it. It's like- Did you get it?
I mean, it says an egg roll. Egg rolls are a variety of deep fried appetizers served in American Chinese restaurants. So it doesn't necessarily say that it's a
Chinese food.
it seems like it's an American adaptation of Chinese food.
Because they probably do nothing but like spring rolls.
Well, I mean, spring rolls, egg rolls, they're different. They're different wrappers.
Wonton wrapper.
It's different wrappers. So you
Different wrapper.
got little egg roll, and then you got little wonton, little spring roll.
It does say
Little.
the origins of the dish remain unclear and disputed.
Okay.
See,
So-
I'm in the clear.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
It's related to spring rolls, which are Chinese.
So no spring rolls for
but
you.
hey, that's okay because that's not what I said. I said egg rolls. We're okay.
She's like, I want my seaweed.
Okay. The unpopular opinion. So this is a good topic. Okay, so there's always the unpopular opinion of mayonnaise on fries.
That's just
It's
Jason.
delicious.
It's just Jason.
What? What's with the horrible face?
Mayonnaise and French fries? Yeah.
Because I don't like
that a
ketchup.
thing?
Yeah.
I don't like ketchup either.
No.
What do you put on
Don't
your
worry,
fries?
I'm with
I
you.
just
I-
eat my
I,
fries.
like-
Salt.
I apparently like ketchup, but
Salt and pepper, that's it.
Well, I like AJ Gator Ranch. I mean, I can eat that on everything, but
Also not a sponsor, but I feel like we're getting close.
I actually go call AJ Gators and just order
can I
ranch
just
dressing.
I just need a lot of ranch, please. Can I?
Yeah,
Can
and
I
they
just
give
can I
you-
get
they
a
give you-
pint of ranch?
Yeah, they
so,
do. They
so,
do.
so
It's
you're
very
you're
affordable.
you're on the ranch, right? So how do you feel about ranch on pizza?
I mean,
Look at Dennis's face. He's so anti. He's
I'll-
so
I'm
anti-ranch.
not much of a dipper.
I'll
With
eat
your
ranch on
pizza?
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will eat.
I will
it.
eat ranch on it. And I will put bacon grease in ranch too.
Yes, bacon ranch is the thing.
It's fucking amazing.
There you go. There's Team Fat Kid sauce. There you go.
Fat kid sauce right there.
Yeah.
So, all right, we did a post on our social media. Well, Dennis did. I'm not gonna lie, it was Dennis, but I already had the topic loaded because sugar and grits.
Yeah. No.
No, where you at? Where you at with sugar and grits?
No, just load it up with some butter.
Right?
You
Butter,
know,
thanks.
butter,
Yeah,
I think
salt. mean,
where
Even
you-
bacon
hold on,
grease,
Alex.
bacon grease.
bacon grease.
You
I
know what I'm
haven't
saying?
tried that. Everything's better with bacon. So I mean,
I'm sorry, I didn't even hear the question because I just freaked out. I thought you were late because Dooley's clock did not auto adjust for time savings, and it says 2:00.
oh,
I was very worried, but
He was
we're
worried.
good.
oh yeah, my client's
So,
gonna be really upset.
What was the question?
Sugar and grits.
To a point.
Get out.
It's either or. To a
Get the
point.
For once, I'm not getting thrown out.
On Monday we'll have sugar on our grits.
I'm
on
not
Tuesday.
against sugar and grits, but like I definitely think you can overdo
That's
it.
called oatmeal.
Exactly.
It's not something I'm gonna do.
What is
Like,
cream of wheat, by the way? I've never had cream of wheat. Is that?
It's, what is
I
it?
mean, I know it's
Spelt
wheat.
wheat. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure just ground up wheat.
Do you put sugar in cream of wheat?
Some people do.
I do. That I definitely do. I will put sugar in cream of wheat.
Have you ever had cream of wheat, Katie?
I'm the
Yeah.
sweets guy here, okay?
That
Like
is
I'll put
true.
sugar in anything.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
he posted this is how much sugar is in ketchup, and I was like, I'm not seeing a downside here. Like
Yeah,
I'm
good.
totally
Maybe
okay
it's
with
gonna be
this.
more, yeah.
Like yeah, fucking put more.
like
in
half
it.
the
Like,
bottle is sugar.
It's like a third.
Third.
It's like really like.
Yeah, there's like that's
Yeah,
like 2
it's like-
ounces of less sugar.
It's like Kool-Aid.
I put 2 ounces of sugar in my coffee every morning. You think I give a fuck about how much sugar is in my
Ugh.
ketchup? Like, I don't like coffee. This is why I like
Why is
Starbucks because Starbucks sells coffee that's literally not coffee anymore. Like,
It's some warmed cream with sugar. It's
Ugh.
basically chocolate
Oh.
milk.
hey, I can get the cold cream with sugar, okay?
The cold cream.
Yes. Can I get that caramel frappuccino, please? Because
Give me one of them vanilla bullshits.
I used to look like a basic white girl.
That's true.
So I mean, like, I
hair.
didn't go for the pumpkin spice latte or anything, but maybe I should have.
Hey, once again, you're welcome for having your head shaved.
Okay, so all right, we know where we stand on the pumpkin spice, Katie. How are you on the pumpkin spice craze?
Well, I was quite surprised that America is the only thing that puts
Fucking really?
out
It's normal, and he spills it every time.
It's usually just on the can.
This time it looks like I pissed my pants though. Like, there's just one spot right at my crotch. Like I couldn't get the zipper open in time. Like,
Hey, and,
Oh, no!
Hey, I told you
Mommy!
it's going to be interesting when you can actually drink during house roulette.
He was spilling them when he couldn't. Like, remember when they shot him in the
no,
face?
not spilling. Yeah, shooting. I got shot in the face with it. Every time I'd open a can, it would just be like.
Money shot.
Then I started getting Dennis, which was even better. Somehow he would be sitting next to me, and I'd be like, and then he'd shoot to his face.
All right. So.
Okay, here's my cup.
Oh yeah.
We go
So
around,
playing-
never over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That doesn't seem like a good
no,
idea.
no, never
You
over.
know, alcohol and electronics and.
Yes, and the producer would love me to tell her that you did it. What happened to the mixer? It was Katie.
Oh, yeah.
We blame Katie's 4-year-old.
Yeah, there you go.
She flooded it. It ran for 12 hours. I don't know. And something happened.
So what is this?
This, since we're on the whole sugar.
Is this all pumpkin spice now?
No. Since we were on the sugar, I would not recommend throwing that whole thing in your mouth. You probably just want to take a bite.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
Wait,
We have guesses.
We have guesses.
It's not bacon.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Don't worry. We've
I
eaten weirder
wanted
things
it, I
like
wanted it to
chocolate
be
covered
candy
bugs.
bacon or something. It's
We've eaten chocolate covered bugs and stuff on this podcast. Like this is not even on the weird spectrum.
it's not weird. So I was pleasantly surprised. So thank you.
Well,
You know,
you
but
got lucky because I forgot.
Yeah.
I texted you yesterday, like, you're coming tomorrow, right? You're like, yeah. And I was like, son of a bitch.
Oh, well, see.
You got lucky.
Ill prepared.
He didn't leave the
Well,
house.
there's apple.
So we
it's-
believe it's like molasses candy.
Yeah, it does.
But we don't know because it's all written in Japanese. Like, there's not an like. Alex found the one English word on here, and it said lot number.
And that's just to get into America,
Yeah,
right?
so yeah, I guess they had to. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. I think
No.
it's too sugary. Would your kids enjoy that?
No.
You want to take
no,
that
no.
home
I'm
and
not
like,
gonna be, yeah,
did
dear
bounce
kids.
it?
God, that's why I hate Halloween. Like, I love Halloween for like dressing up, but it's like here, give your kid all of these candy. And I'm like, yeah, this is a great idea. This is just a great idea. They had a party. They came home and they were like wired.
What are you pulling out of your pocket?
He's got candy.
That's like
Don't
Three
give it to my
Musketeers.
kids.
Here, have some candies.
I'm
I'm a fat kid.
I'm really kind of surprised that this just came out of your pocket. It's not melted. What do you run at like 60 degrees?
It's in my jacket.
Oh, okay,
pocket.
it's in the jacket pocket. All right, I was like,
Okay,
man,
so
this
this
is
one-
fairly firm for pocket candy.
Yeah,
It's not pocket meat.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's
Dennis,
not the same.
Dennis is a butcher, so there is pocket meat,
It's
but not always.
Pizza's on the way.
pizza's on the way. I heard. All right, I'm out of
What? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I need some.
I'm out of the style on this one because
Okay, but before,
I saw
because
the-
I'm gonna go make Katie a drink real fast. But before, remember what I was talking about before? This one has a hint of the cat pee.
Yeah.
Like smell. If you smell it,
It doesn't smell like cat pee. Does it?
what's in my cup, Alex? Why does it hurt smell like cat pee?
Way to go. No.
I think you're just more sensitive on the cat pee.
I can. It's
Katie,
That definitely
Katie,
smells
do you
like
have a
cat
cat?
No.
Oh, see,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
difference.
yeah, no,
Jason has a
yeah,
cat.
yeah.
He knows exactly what cat pee smells like.
Yep.
Well, I'm sorry.
Hello, how are you? Please taste good.
Please taste good. Don't taste like Apis. Please don't taste like Apis.
It doesn't have a whole lot going on.
Okay, that's really,
Bitter.
really there. Yep, absolutely. That's
Okay, so as
don't
I
get
said,
the
so it's 100.
No, it's probably up there. I'll put that at 80.
80.
I'm going with that's definitely it's probably a double IPA, and it being a double, I'm gonna put it at a 9. And while you guys discuss, while I go make our
So
guest
what's the
another
highest
beverage.
percentage that alcohol can contain?
Legally,
okay, yeah.
I'm not entirely sure.
25% for beer.
for
Is
beer.
it really?
yeah.
Wow.
It-
that
it's-
makes,
that
It depends on.
the United States.
It's not in the
Yeah.
United States. That's
Wait,
over. Yeah, it's over in
yeah.
England.
I think what is it like? There's a nuclear squirrel or something that is the
from,
highest
End of the World-
in-
yeah, End of the World Brewery,
End of
yeah.
the World. I don't remember. It's something squirrel. And they literally like each bottle is basically taxidermied inside a squirrel that's dressed up in like a suit or
Yeah.
like something with an umbrella. Like they pose each squirrel, so it's a pretty expensive bottle, but it's pretty up there.
Yeah.
I think it's like 23.
Wow.
As I said, most beers you're going to try are going to come in around 5.
right, yeah.
Just as an example, IPAs, which he said this was a double. IPAs usually come in between 7 and 9.
yeah.
Anything higher gets into like double and triple IPAs and things like that.
Pretty fast. Thanks.
But Dennis, you wanna take a shot?
That's definitely a
we'll
double.
give Katie a moment to contemplate.
Yeah, it's definitely a double IPA.
Okay.
Yeah. I say about 9%.
Ironic.
Yeah, I know, right?
The feral kid just showed up.
And for IBUs, 75.
75. Heard.
Okay.
All right, Katie, you're on the
So
spot.
I went to 100. That's gonna happen.
100. All right, 100 it is.
100 IBU.
We'll go 9%. No, wait. People were saying 9.
Yes.
So we'll go
At-
12. We'll go 12. Yeah.
12%. And what?
And it's bitter as fuck. No.
That's that 100 IBU. You wanna go for style? They both
Oh,
went double IPA.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
All right. I did see what style this is, so I'm gonna skip style. I also feel like I kind of have an unfair advantage, but I'm
Get it together, Katie.
all right. So I'm gonna go 8% and 90 because I already know that this is called Offensive IPA.
Oh, also on the $1.50 shelf.
This one is by Flying Dog. It comes in at we all went over, by the way. I went 8. This comes in at 6.6%.
Wah, wah. How disappointing. No.
I bought it at Casual Pint when I bought them.
I thought Dooley got when we went to the
No.
store.
No, only reason why I bought it is because it said offensive IPA on it. And
That's
I was
why
like,
he was looking at it too.
it was $1.50 at Casual Pint. I love that place.
And again, we all went high on IBUs. It comes in at 40.
Wow.
Wow.
Where was
That
that?
was bitter.
You were Dennis was the lowest at 75.
Oh, wow.
So we went way over on the IBU.
See, I don't really like we discussed before. It's like I need like to taste like every IBU level, like do like a 0, a 10, like a 20, just because it really throws me off. It's like, oh, you won't like this one; it's too bitter. But I think that was bitter as fuck, and it was only like what
40.
Yeah.
I think we got to figure out what the difference between like the hops taste.
Yeah, because
versus
then,
the
'cause
bitterness.
then, yeah, because then
level.
like because we'll say like, oh, that's not bitter at all, and then it's like 80.
Yeah.
like, it's like
So we've definitely the bitterness is always like the hardest to know.
how do they like now? I want to know like how they even measure it. I mean, I'm sure there's like a barometer kind of
There
thing
is.
that they put in there, just like the alcohol. Do you have one?
I should have one still at the house. Yeah,
Why the fuck do you have a IBU?
because I used to brew my own beer.
Why'd you stop?
Glad you still those.
Because everywhere I've lived the last couple times, there's pets, so I can't do it because
Hey,
there's.
bring your shit here. We make beer.
Okay.
Well, look,
Yeah, that sounded great.
we also have a
Bring your shit here. We make beer.
That should be a shirt.
We could also answer the question from last week. What is the IBU of milk?
Oh, do you have that?
No, we couldn't find it.
Oh,
Remember, everything kept coming up
'cause
like
you have,
milk
like, the-
stout,
yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah,
like-
blah. Like, I couldn't find the IBU of
is
just
there, I think
milk.
milk is 0.
Yeah, watch, it's going to be like
2
80.
or 3.
It's like,
What's
I
the
don't-
bitterness unit on milk? 80.
That is
Maybe
cottage
maybe that's
cheese.
buttermilk.
That's buttermilk.
Yeah, that's buttermilk.
That's buttermilk.
All right, so real fast, I gotta pull up another one. Let's have more fun.
But here, there it is.
Yeah.
I get all excited. Ooh, that sounds
Okay,
like a
so
good idea.
so we talked about this last week, but we would like your opinion on the fact. Who owns the recipe? Is it the chef who created the recipe or the restaurant that he works for?
Oh, that's disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
You have to talk to an attorney, but in my opinion, when you work for, like, say for instance, I create everything. I work for an attorney's office. All of that work is the product and ownership of my attorney's office.
Right.
I don't claim any rights to any written material that I develop through that. Now, I mean, I would say that if a chef makes up a recipe and gives it to the employer, it's the ownership of the employer.
I mean, because they paid for all the products
Well,
and
they're
all
paying for you, right? And
they're paying you.
Right. You are an employee now. If you go, and that's what makes it so. That's why a lot of chefs go and become their own,
right
business owners, because they own the rights to their
now
to their recipes, to their stuff.
So when a chef leaves, can he take the recipe with him, even though he created it for? I think that needs to be written down. Like, so going back to Jones and Collins, if you need some writing done about you, like,
January 1st.
A contract. A contract is a contract, and it's a legal binding contract. So anything can be agreed to. If you tell, you go up to your employer and say, "Hey, look, I doubt that they would do it, but I own this. You can use it." But then you have to copyright it so they don't, because if you don't protect it,
you cannot copyright a recipe.
you can copyright the written recipe.
No,
Nope.
Why not?
because the U.S. Patent Office won't, because they say it's just ingredients written down with simple instructions. They won't copyright.
Are you sure?
I googled it.
Why wouldn't? Because you can copyright anything. I mean, because that's. I'm surprised.
Yes, because the reason why this all came up is because I read an article because the chef was in a legal dispute with the establishment because she left the restaurant to go and pursue her own.
Right.
And she created a recipe there, and they said, well, we're going to continue to make the recipe.
Right.
And you can, they were like, you can make it in your restaurant, but we're going to continue to make this dish that you made here because it's like, very popular or whatever. And like, so she was in this legal battle now. And that's where the whole question came up, like, well, who owns the recipe? I mean, in the restaurant, I believe, had it correct because, like, they paid her They paid her the time to experiment, and they paid for all the material, like all the products and all that she bought.
They also didn't limit her from continuing to do it. It's not like they
Yeah,
said,
they
"Oh,
said-
this is hard."
So,
It's
but
like,
she can take that recipe if there's not a non-disclosure or anything like that.
Yes, they were
She
saying
can
like,
take it.
yeah,
She
they
can
were
do it
like
herself.
they they weren't against that, but she was against them sticking with the recipe that she created, and she'd been there for like 5 years, and they've been selling this thing for 5 years. Like, we're not going to take it off the menu because you leave.
Well, just imagine, you know, I'm all for, I fight for people's rights all the time, but, you know, look at it through a business aspect.
Because you got to fight for your right to party.
That too. So,
On the
you know,
party cast.
Yes. You can always plug that party.
You got that right.
But, you know, I mean, because, like, you know, for instance, Team Fat Kid, you're going to own everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're the creator of it, and then you're going to have a non-disclosure to the people that you bring into your business, so they can't.
Are we?
take
I don't
it.
know. Are you
Yes.
writing that?
Son of a...
Yes. Yes.
Hey, Alex, it's cool. She's writing a disclosure. We're fine.
Non-disclosure.
it's already at the top of the contract.
Yes. Thank you. You read it. Thank you for reading
was
it.
the
That was okay. That was the plan.
Business plan, not
Business
contract, but either way.
Well,
I
the
mean,
business, right?
It
right.
will be.
Well, what
We-
is so
we
wonderful?
did read your hard
Yeah,
work.
oh, yeah, it's 30 pages. You better know.
Oh, yeah, you better read that 30-page long. Yeah.
In 20 minutes.
Katie
No,
has this weird thing. She likes paperwork.
I do.
so-
I get really excited. You know, somebody has
How
to
are
do
you
it,
with
right?
leases?
Breaking them or making them?
Enforcing them.
Oh, enforcing them. I know how to do it. So
We're going to talk after this.
yeah. I charge $35 an hour. No.
That's fine. It won't be me paying it.
So back to the recipe. So you
Yeah.
are you with the chef or the restaurant?
So it's
You have to
unfortunate.
pick one.
Well, I'm unfortunately I'm with the restaurant only because I know that in this, I wish I could be for the chef because it's unfair because it's her creation or his creation, you know. But at the same time, you know, you're an employee, and
Right.
employees do not have the same rights as somebody that is doing it on their own, and that's why you strive to be an entrepreneur. So you can own your own concepts and your own recipes and your own ideas and visions and not have to give them up. You know, I don't see a way for winning, but, you know, I'm glad that they're litigating it because then at least we have some type
At least we'll know.
Yeah.
Chef versus the restaurant.
Well, it's just...
Back in 2099, Chef versus the restaurant.
Yeah.
well,
Back in 2099?
Well, 19. My bad. Yeah, you understand.
Sure.
futuristic.
He's only had a couple thoughts.
Couple shots of beer. Speaking of
of
beer, we have one in front of us.
How many beers do we drink?
This is number 4.
So, so how many do we usually take? Like
4 or 5.
10? Oh, okay.
we do
You're getting close to the end.
I
We
was
know.
like, shit.
Yeah.
We're only doing 4 today.
Oh, 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the last one for today because we know you have places to go and.
We're coming up on time frames here, so all right.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Ooh, whoa, that one's like.
Surprising.
I'm not.
You know what? It's really odd because you see like a light beer, you
Yeah.
automatically think that it's not going to be so.
Sounds like Obi over here.
But, yeah.
I can see the bottom of the cup. I'm good.
No, you're not. See,
you're not.
this one has that ingredient that we still don't know what it is that I do not like. It's like it's
That florally kind of.
maybe it's like clove or something. I don't know, man.
All right. Well, what are you going?
I'm gonna say that's an IPA. Yeah, that's an IPA, and it's gonna be 5.8 in the IBU. I'm guessing because the last one was 40. This one's probably. I'm gonna put 45. Play it safe. Hidden infield grounders.
Get on the base. Get on the base.
I'm gonna go 5, 3, and 35. I already know style, so I
So you cannot play the style game.
cannot play the style
What do
game.
you think, Katie? We'll let you go before Dennis.
I'm thinking 60%, 7%, and an IPA.
Oh,
See, I'm getting.
she's
good
getting.
at the game.
She knows. She knows now.
Yeah.
She's gonna want to come back every week and play.
Yeah, I was like, let's
Oh,
calendar it. Yeah,
next
I
week.
I
Next
schedule
week.
it.
Next week.
Let's go. Yeah.
Next week you'll be live.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're doing
I
a
have
live
all off.
yeah.
Yeah, I got a sitter. So
I can
there
see.
you go.
I can see next week being
I'll just get
dangerous
an
because
Uber.
there's probably like 20 beers that we have not tried.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just keep them coming. Keep them
Just keep
coming.
coming.
So next, it's just going to be the three of y'all?
And the
The-
owner.
the-
Dooley
the
will be
owner.
here, and the owner and his wife, and we'll, I'm sure people sit down for a little bit. Like it's gonna be a live podcast. We'll be there for a couple hours, so it'll be fun.
Awesome. Yeah.
We've already
good.
got a couple people that have said they're coming.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
about 4 or 5 people sitting there coming. So.
We're trying to make it like a little event on a Monday, Veterans Day, which is cool because the owner of Casual Pine is an Army vet.
Awesome.
So Dennis again will be the only person from the Air Force in the building. There's gonna be some Marines
That's
there.
fine-
There's gonna
that's
be
fine
some
by
Navy.
me. That's fine by me.
All right.
They
Well,
need you to fly over, right?
You're damn right.
Dennis, we're down to you.
Okay. Do a hazy IPA.
Oh damn, that's a good
Yeah.
call.
About 6.5% for the alcohol and a 65 for the IPA.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
We should have put that on the Lazy Susan for you.
He's doing good.
He's doing a really good
Doing
job.
a
over
good job
there.
filling in for Dooley. We love you, Dooley.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to say this is
Do
more
we?
difficult because
Do we?
now that I'm in the game and I can't look at the can, like I have to like look it up and then spin the computer screen so I can't see. Like I have to find it and then just be like, wait, turn. That's why I can't keep playing Style because I have to look up the name and half the time Style's the name. In any case, come on, why are you gonna make this difficult? All right, well let's just start with. This is Brewdog's Lost Lager,
I definitely bought that one.
Yeah, I didn't buy that
which
one.
I'm interested because it's called Lost Lager. It is a dry hopped Pilsner.
Ooh.
So
I'm really.
That's
I could have played this game and still been wrong.
Like, I'm a huge fan of BrewDog, and I know, like, again, like when we went to the store, what do you call it? Vault of Grapes? What is it?
The store of the entirety of fermented grapes.
Yes. So we went there, and like Alex wasn't with us, so
Yeah.
I was hunting down beers that I knew that you guys would not know,
Yeah.
like, or brewers that I knew you wouldn't know, and like with Evil Twin and BrewDog, like BrewDog is actually the guys from BrewDog are the ones who did the 4th of July beer, where they took the DNA from the Constitution and they reproduced the DNA of the Constitution, and then they made enough copies of the Constitution in DNA form for every American, and then they're not even American, like, and then
They're British, aren't
and then yeah, I think they're British, and then they brewed it in a 4th of July parade, and then on, I think the next year they released it, like on top of a roof, like during the 4th of July fireworks, like. I was like, they're really cool, and they're the ones
They really
actually.
got on board.
They're actually the ones that taught us how to greet our beer.
Oh.
So that's a little fun story for BrewDog. If you can find BrewDog, I like. What is the AM Punk? Is their morning beer?
Yep.
Yeah, it's called AM Punk. It's like after a long night, like you need like the hair of the dog.
The hair of
like
the dog, yeah. Best.
All right, so just a heads up, I can't find the IBU, but the ABV, I kind of, again, I thought this was a lager, so I went low. It actually came in lower than I went at 4.7%.
Wow.
So no idea on the IBUs. I can't find that information right now, but 4.7%.
BrewDog also makes the world's strongest beer.
Oh.
They hold the record.
So this is a good.
What beer?
Huh?
What beer?
The end of the universe or end of the world or
Okay, so
whatever.
it's the same.
Okay.
It's the same. We were talking about that beer earlier, as a matter of fact.
The one that comes in like
Is it squirrel?
Squirrel.
it's a squirrel with a bottle, like it's a taxidermied squirrel, and it has like the bottle, like a koozie.
I have to look that
End of the universe, maybe.
Maybe.
It's, I think it's. 60,
I think it's the end of history.
end of history, maybe. Yeah, it's 65%, I believe. That's
up. Oh wow! How much is that?
it. You have to be.
It's
on
like
the,
a lot. Is it a lottery?
No, you have to.
You have to apply
Hold
for
on.
it.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
You have to be like, what is it? Damn, what's the word I'm looking for? Like where
Rich?
No, where you get
Yes.
an investor. You have to be an
Oh,
investor.
you have to be an
Yeah,
investor
Yeah,
of it.
then they charge you for it. Like, it's like but you have to be an investor. And
$650 to $900.
That's very affordable.
For a 12-ounce bottle.
Oh.
Or is that a 750 milliliter bottle?
I don't know how big is a squirrel.
Squirrels ain't that big.
Obviously,
Well,
this
New
is
York squirrels are pretty.
this
big.
is not
Those
the
are rats.
this is not the United States version. The end of history beer, which goes for $650 to $900 a bottle, is an ultra limited, as in it might already be sold out. 55% alcohol, blonde Belgian ale, brewed using crazy freezing techniques and featuring hints of juniper berries, mead, and nettles.
Nettles?
Nettles.
What the hell's a nettle?
I believe nettles is something similar to like a pine, like the needle on a pine tree, but I don't think it's actually pine. There's a very similar plant, I believe.
Okay, so we're going to wrap this podcast up because Katie has places to go and clients to see.
I want 110 proof beer.
Probably shouldn't have told him that. You guys can remember to check out Katie on Jones and Collins.
Nobody knows where my day job is. Nobody knows where my day job is. But hey, I don't mind. If a client comes and says, "Hey, sit down for beers," heck yeah, let's do it.
Right. All right, let's tune it out. All right, once again, Katie, thank you for coming. This is your moment. Is there anything you want to plug? Anything you got coming up? Any new events in the horizon other than this sweet podcast we got going on next Monday?
No, I don't have anything other than the fact that I enjoyed it. I was really nervous, but alcohol always gets the edge off. So there you go. I suggest anybody that's willing and local that want to come out and partake to definitely do it. It's free alcohol. Apparently, pizza's on the way. So.
All right, guys. Once again, thank you for listening to the podcast. Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat. Remember to like and subscribe. Leave comments. Crap. Hold on. Got a little. Hold on. I'm doing two things. Do that thing, Alex.
You got to hit play.
I'm trying, man. Damn. There we go. All right. Check us out at Team Fat Kid on Facebook. We're Team Fat Kid Nation on Instagram. We are at Team Fat Kid 1 on Twitter. And check us out on YouTube, Team Fat Kid. Remember, guys, we're making sausage today. So you want to check us out later on tonight. It's going to be awesome.